If people are responding to your content but not becoming clients, this is usually where things start to feel confusing. Because on the surface, it looks like things are working. People are watching, they're engaging, they're telling you that this resonates, and still nothing moves forward. No clear next step, no decision, no new client. So it's easy to assume you need more visibility. But that's not what's happening. You don't have an attention problem. You have a movement problem. And by the end of this video, you're going to be able to see exactly where that is happening in your business. And most importantly, how to think about fixing it without adding more to your plate. So stay with me because I'm going to walk you through a simple way to map this out so you can actually see where things are breaking. Now, this shows up more at this stage of business than most people expect. Not because you are doing anything wrong, but because you have experience. You know how to help people, you're showing up consistently, and you're having real conversations. But what used to work starts to feel more difficult. Earlier on, you could add more effort to get things done. You follow up when you remembered, you responded when you had time, you adjusted based on the moment. And that works when the volume is low. But as more people engage, the number of decisions increases. Every conversation needs direction, every lead needs follow-up, and every opportunity needs a next step. And if that isn't structured, it all happens in real time. And that's where things start to break down. Not because there isn't demand, but because nothing is designed to carry that demand forward. And one belief that quietly keeps us stuck is this: if I just get more leads, then this will just fix itself. But more leads doesn't fix this. It amplifies it. There are 3 places where this usually breaks. The first is that there is no clear starting point. Someone is interested, but they don't know where to begin. So they stay in conversation instead of moving things forward. The second is that there is no defined next step. You're explaining, you're connecting, but there isn't a moment where a decision naturally happens, where you are asking for their business. Everything feels open, and open-ended rarely leads to action. The third is that nothing carries the conversation forward. Someone engages, and then it depends on you remembering to follow up, or having time, or deciding what to say next. And that's where most momentum is lost. Not because people are not interested, but because there's no structure holding the movement forward. So instead of asking, how do I get more people to see this? Start asking, what happens after someone is interested? Because that's where your business is either moving or stopping. And this is where AI can be helpful, not as something you have to learn, but as something that helps you see what is already happening. Now, here's a prompt I want you to use to diagnose your revenue leaks. And what this does is simple. It takes what feels unclear and organizes it. Now, you can copy and paste this into ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and describe your business in plain language. You don't need perfect inputs. You just need to explain how people find you, what happens after they engage, and where conversations usually stop. And it will map out where things are breaking. It will show you where people are dropping off, where follow-up is inconsistent, and where there is no clear path forward. And most importantly, it will suggest simple fixes that reduce the number of decisions you have to make. I'm putting this in ChatGPT just because it knows a little bit more about me and my businesses right now. And the role is you are a top 0.01% business systems strategist and revenue operator. And I encourage you to use the top 0.01% expert in your prompts because it makes such a big difference. It truly is quite life-changing. So your job is to diagnose where revenue movement is breaking in a service-based business and recommend simple, high-level leverage system fixes. Do not suggest more content, more visibility, or generic marketing advice. And then I give it context. I will describe my business in plain language and then I'm actually going to take that out because that's what's going to be in the prompt you get. But I'm changing that to based on what you know about my Elevate 50 Plus business. Gotta love Grammarly. So based on what you know about my Elevate 50 Plus business, your job is to translate that into a structured revenue system. The flow is visibility, lead capture, customer conversion, follow-up, delivery, and retention. And the inputs, if missing, give me questions, and carefully noted assumptions. So how people find me, how they engage, DM, email, call, etc. What happens after the initial interest. So if your AI has this information, you'll be in good shape. If not, you're going to want to enter it for the AI so that it can create your output. What happens after initial interest, current offers, typical next step, if any, where your conversations are typically stalling, and your current follow-up approach. Do you follow up once, 3 times? Is it over a 2-week period? Is it over a 1-year period? Do you never follow up? Do you follow up just when you remember? That sort of thing. And then the volume is really important here too. So approximately how many leads or conversations per week are you actually having? So now the AI's task will be to map the current system. So it'll break down what is actually happening at each stage. At the visibility stage, at the capture, that's the lead capture. At the conversion, this is if you're doing a discovery call or if they're on a sales page, what that conversion is, what that follow-up looks like, if it's there at all. Then the delivery, actual delivery to the client, and then it's going to talk about retention. So how long do you typically keep your clients? Do they purchase more than once? That sort of thing. And you're going to tell it to be specific, no general language. And its goal is to identify the revenue leaks. So identify the top 1 to 2 structural leaks where the movement is breaking. Because this is where your consistency, your momentum, and this is where it stalls, gets stuck, and where you're not moving forward as quickly or generating as much revenue as you'd like. So for each leak, where it occurs in the system, what is happening, make sure it's fact-based. We don't want just assumptions. Why it is happening, what is the root cause, don't give me the symptoms, what belief or behavior is reinforcing it, the estimated impact. So this is where it gets really interested. Estimate the business impact of each leak. So the percent of leads affected, whether it's low, medium, or high with reasoning, the type of loss, whether I'm losing in the conversion, so I'm losing in the sales part, whether I'm losing because they're delaying the decisions, maybe we have to talk multiple times, or maybe there's just drop conversations, there's not that follow-up. Then make sure that the severity is either critical, high, or moderate. And do not fabricate precision, use directional reasoning. So that has to do with the analysis of what they're looking at, all the information that they're looking at. And then the system level fixes. So this is 3 to 5 max. So you want it to recommend only structural fixes, not effort-based ones, because we're not trying to make you have to do more in this prompt. But each fix must reduce decision making. That's really important. And then be repeatable and work without relying on memory or motivation. And for each fix, we want to know what to implement, where it fits into the system, why it solves the leak, what it replaces or removes. And we want the AI to avoid, post more, engage more, be consistent. Those are very vague. And then the priority order. So this is mandatory. We want it to rank the fixes, and the first fix will be the highest leverage fix. So even though you may be more inclined to maybe do one of the lower fixes, I would really try to do the first one because that's where you're going to get the most momentum out of it. And then it'll list the other fixes, include the order, and it's going to give a simple implementation view with an execution plan. So this is where you're going to get your steps. And this is optional, and only that I've told it to only give it if useful, to suggest where the AI can reduce effort, whether it's diagnosis, follow-up, structuring the next step, and to keep it tight and practical. So let's see how it works. Okay, so this is awesome. So it did exactly what I wanted. It mapped my current system. It comes down and it gives me my revenue leaks. So, and I've already read through this. It touched on a lot that I knew and wanted to fix, but haven't made priority. So this just makes some more priority. It gives me my system level fixes. So the ones that, are in and why, what it replaces, what I need to do with it. And then, so it gives me that for all 5 fixes. And then it tells me which order, of course, to do them because we had told it. And then it gives me a simple implementation plan for each one. And then it also gave me some AI leverage and gave me my final diagnosis. So hopefully that helps you as much as it's going to help me, and would love to hear more about it in the comments. This is why this matters. Not because AI is doing anything complex, but because it helps you stop holding everything in your head. It gives you a way to see your business as a system. And when you can see it, you can simplify it. And that's what reduces the pressure. That's what makes things feel easier. And that's what allows results to become more consistent. So instead of trying to do more, start here. Look at where people are already engaging. Look at where conversations are already starting. And then ask, where does it stop? Because you don't need to fix everything. You need to see where the movement breaks, and that's where the real work is. And if you'd like to learn about the tool that I'm creating for Elevate 50 Plus Growth Accelerator members to plug those revenue leaks, comment or DM me tool, and I will send you a sneak peek.